Now let's go straight to the Kalandia refugee camp in the West Bank. Israeli security forces opened fire there earlier Monday, killing at least 2 Palestinians. But the two sides have 2 very different accounts of how it all happened. Now, Jim Clancy is there. He joins us now. And first, Jim, the mood there, because I know that the anger over the killings has been boiling over into more violence. What have you seen?
Well, we were worried about that certainly happening. The toll that we have right now is that 2 were killed outright at the scene of the disturbance around 5 o'clock this morning when security agents from Israel tried to move in and make an arrest to question 1 Palestinian suspect. When crowds gathered, resistance began, the army came in, and the army opened fire, according to the Palestinians, with live ammunition. They claim that they didn't fire anything. You're hearing behind me the sound of those plastic bullets, as they're called. They're really rubber-coated steel bullets that are fired. They can do a lot of damage, but this kind of a standoff has been going on for about the last hour here. We understand the toll is up to 3 dead, 19 wounded here, and more importantly, perhaps the peace talks. The next round to be held on Tuesday has now been canceled. Christy?
Could you tell us more about the refugee camp itself? Who controls the camp, and what kind of security is usually there?
Well, there's about 20,000 residents of this camp that dates from 1948. These are some of the original people who were pushed out, who fled what is now Israel, who cannot return. Sentiment runs high here as the news comes in. More Israeli settlements are going to be built even as the peace talks are supposed to be moving ahead. Inside the camp today, you could see members of the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade carrying M16 rifles, and there was a lot of fear those rifles could turn up here later in the afternoon. We were choked with tear gas and with the smell of burning tires as the demonstrators have built barricades behind us. These trucks are trying to turn around. Originally, they were going to try to go into the West Bank, into Ramallah, where Mahmoud Abbas has his offices, the president of the Palestine Authority, and people aren't able to get through right now, so they're making this loop back. This is right at the entrance that would lead to Jerusalem here from this Kalandia refugee camp.